This morning we're going to debug the error assert failed, need an object. I've seen this a few times. I had a colleague ask me about this, and he was coming from the world of T-SQL, so it makes sense logically why he would have thought updating happens the way that it does. So the error, this specific error, you may get in a few different ways. So this video is just going to kind of show it in the context of updating data, number one, and then recognizing that somewhere along the lines the syntax is incorrect. It's not actually seeing the object you're trying to update. So the actual specifics of the situation will change. Okay, so let's go to, show where that came from. Here we go. All right, we have some data here, and what I want to do is I want to update this data where question, these data I should say, where a question is blank, not where it says blank, but it's just blank. It's just two quotation marks. Okay, so in this individual's example, what he did, which makes sense in the sense of if you know T-SQL, it makes perfect sense actually, is hey, I'll just do question blank and close out, right? And we get an error. It says assert failed, need an object. Okay. The reason is because he's not actually specifying anything here, right? What's being updated. And the other problem here is that nothing is actually being set, right? If we look at this, what is, like we're saying question, blank, well, where's the set at? Okay, so let's do this the correct way, and then we'll also run across a different problem that will be useful to know, though it's not an error. Okay, so we want to update all the values, all the keys or fields to blank, right? And so we'll notice, and I happen to know these data, it's going to be, everything is going to be greater on the best streak than 0, right? It wouldn't be reported if it wasn't. So I'm going to go ahead and say update, and I'm going to type in best streak, and then I'm going to specify greater than 0. Oops. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do our update statement, right? We're going to say set, and we're going to set the field in question, which is question, to nothing. Okay? And so let's look at this. So we're updating best streak greater than 0. We know that all of them are greater than 0, and we're setting question equal to blank. Now, for MongoDB experts who aren't watching this video, you'll immediately notice a problem. Regular users won't, or people who are new, I should say not regular users, people who are new may not. And that is, you'll notice that the values aren't blank except for the first one. That is because on my update statement here, I need to do one extra thing if I'm going to update multiple documents, and that is multi-true. And we'll see that question is now blank. Okay? So, when you get the error assert failed, need an object, look and check, are you being specific? It's saying, hey, I can't find this object, okay? And then of course, if you happen to run across, hey, you know what, I have only one field updated, not a lot of other fields updated, did you specify multi-true?